update my statuses.
Just continuing on with origin. Okay, and oh goodness, all the potential. I could finally stream my GameCube
Yeah.
again. I got Soul Calibur 2 finally, so
Nice.
I've been wanting to play that game ever since I rented it years ago.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to either buy that or Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh, yeah.
I really wanted to play Melee again because...
But I mean, you could borrow a copy of Melee from, like, anybody.
But it was $3.
Oh, well. So you couldn't get both?
I couldn't get both. I didn't have a job, and my dad was actually taking me. He only had pocket change.
Okay,
I'm like,
yeah. I think you made the right choice, because, yeah, you could borrow Melee from anybody.
Yep. But Soul Calibur...
That's a bit more rare.
Yeah. But I got it years later, though.
Yeah.
There was a video game store that I found it at. I'm like, oh my gosh! And it's the GameCube version. So.
Yeah, so it's got Link.
Yeah.
I still remember when that game was new and it was still being hyped up. Link was the only one. Link was the only guest character there. And then other console audiences started complaining that they don't get a guest character. So Namco just hastily wrote up some deals to get, like... Wrote up one deal to get,
I think it was Yoda and Heihachi.
No, Heihachi isn't even a deal, that's just another Namco character.
Yeah.
They wrote up a deal to get Spawn in. And I was just like, well, if you didn't follow comic books, like, really avidly, you wouldn't know or care about Spawn. So it's like, yeah, he was pretty much, and yeah, like, the Spawn for Xbox, Heihachi for PlayStation. And, like, Heihachi isn't really much of a guest character because you already have Yoshimitsu from Tekken, I believe. Yeah, Yoshimitsu was the only one who had a sword at the time.
Yeah.
And he was a joke character, too. But yeah, so you just got two Tekken characters if you're playing Soul Calibur 2 on PlayStation, and you get this weirdo comic book character that nobody knew about before and nobody seems to care about afterwards on the Xbox. And then, yeah, like, the Star Wars characters, like, those were for later games, and they seemed even less impactful.
Your little banner is outdated. It still says Xenoblade.
Oh. Let's see here. It should say Live East Origin.
Unless it just didn't update on my end.
Oh, the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Let's see, move this window over to that side. There we go. But yeah, I was actually really surprised at how quickly Namco rushed to sabotage the Soul Calibur series after that. Because yeah, it's like, the whole reason that Soul Calibur got popular with 2 was because of the inclusion of Link. And then the way they were scrambling with 3, 4, 5, and 6, they just seemed to be, like, you could see them losing relevance by the second. And, like, I don't think they even tried anything for 4, 5, and 6. Like, in terms of guest characters or any flashy special stuff. They're relying entirely on the small set of people who play fighting games and get paid for it by winning tournaments to carry the popularity of the series for them. And, of course, they didn't because they are a niche. Like, they're quite possibly, they're the richest niche of gamers you could cater to, but they're also one of the smallest.
Go.
So, like, the series may have been financially stable for a while, but its popularity has dropped off dramatically.
Right. And it's a shame because it has a nice little gimmick that not too many fighting games have, with the whole fact that you could rotate around a plane.
It used to be a really smooth series, too, but now I guess any fighting game could be a smooth fighting game series, smooth moving fighting game series. Whoop!
Go. Ow!
It's a good thing there's no fall damage in these games.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, how do you do the guard breaking? There you go, that's how to do it. It's especially difficult with Unica, because if you're using the other guy, if you're using the dude for this, then you can just rapidly alternate the move and attack buttons. But with Unica, not so much. Ourselves a jump pad over here. And what's this? Claria ore. Can strengthen our weapons a little bit more. Completely forgot where I'm supposed to go. There was a door with a dragon key. I was earning double the XP for a while there. I think I was heading to the right here. This just led me back to the save point. That looks about right. We've got our dump pads here. As long as these guys aren't flashing red, they're too annoying for me to deal with. I'll just run past. Stop trying to screw with me! Ugh. Man with claws. From the sound of things, you don't have a lot of faith in the goddesses. Whether I do or not is no concern of yours. Hugo, yeah, that's his name. Mind your own damn business! You're correct. It is indeed no concern of mine. You are free to do as you wish. Ellipsis. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, are you sandwiched? Boys and worth your effort, little girl. He has damaged goods. What are you talking about? Suggest you not do this.
I'm being the broody one.
Yeah.
Can't you tell by how mysterious I walk past you?
Yeah.
Like being a jerk?
I'm feeling he's a lot more powerful than I am. It's you! That was one of your enemies, right? One of our enemies. Do you know him? No, but don't worry about me. Here, you need to take this with you. See to Black Pearl. It's a mock-up made by the enemy. One here as powerful as the real thing, but still has considerable magic in it. Okay, but why are you giving it to me? Just trust me, you're going to need it. Oh, well thanks then, I guess. No problem. Be careful. It's surely preoccupied. I wonder if it has something to do with that man. So we've got 2 sets of iron bars blocking our way here. I wonder if it's a route that only Hugo can take.
Yay.
This looks like progress. I feel like I've been here before. Or at least someplace very similar. Unopened treasure chest, so I can't have been here already. Another ruby. Perfect. Phoenix flame power increased. We're getting so high up that we can't see the ground anymore. Oh, statue to purify. To take care of these guys. There we go. And Arena.
Hey.
Crystal's power purified the demon statue. What will you do? Save. 21 Mantid's chamber. I'll bet that the Mantid is weak against red. But I'm gonna hold on to yellow. Actually, I can hold on to green. I'm gonna hold on to one for this higher attack speed. Oh, yeah, we need a special boss medallion. But now that we're here, now that we've unlocked a statue here, we can warp back. Oh, first though, I want to see if I can get any blessings. With 76,000. 76,000. Can choose from quite a lot here. Let's reduce bad statuses. Increase effective herbs. Bolster bad status resists. Yeah, let's do that. And hasten skill recovery. Or if I can do this. Yeah. What else have I got the points for? Maybe this? You don't have enough. Okay, that's all we'll do then. And save. So now we gotta find where that medallion is, where that Mantid medallion.
Bambi.
What's she doing?
Stretched out.
Upper stretches.
Yeah. So what's happening right now is what Endebrino was asking.
So what's happening right now? Okay, we just discovered, well, we've met up with Hugo again. He gave us a black pearl, which is not what we need to open the boss door. But he did tell us we would need it later on. Right now, the boss door is, well, I'm guessing some kind of mantis, because the area that we saved in is called the Mantid's chamber. So I'm guessing that we're looking for a mantis medal to open the door. Up till now, every boss needed a medal with its likeness on it. What kind of, perhaps unspeakable deed are you performing at this time? Well, it is very speakable, as I've attempted to speak of it. It might have been somewhere down there, because I've cleared those jumping platforms pretty easily. Might have been something I had to fall down to get. I really like the little mechanic you have here of just collecting a whole bunch of little buff potions. Red, yellow, blue, to increase your attack, defense, and magic power. So the longer you could stay in a fight, the better chance of more of those buffs dropping and lasting longer and strengthening. It's also really nice that those items don't just fall off cliffs, even if the enemy that drops them is hovering over the edge.
Yeah.
Not sure that I would have to go back that far. Double check around here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go. I believe it was up this way where we got that, this way to get the Black Pearl.
What does the blinking on the left character icon do? Or significant?
Oh, yeah, that's my super meter. It now recharges over time. I forgot what upgrade I've got. But yeah, you spend it to basically boost everything you've got for a couple of seconds. I might have to fall down at a particular spot to find that medallion. Or maybe I need to go left. Yeah, because I can't go down. I've already made back 35,000.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played more games than Disgaea.
Yeah.
We finally have streaming capabilities on other systems. Well,
Yeah.
systems and games.
That last NVIDIA update really messed up our streaming capabilities. And it seems like it wasn't just me, but it wasn't enough people that NVIDIA couldn't, like, wait on updating it, on coming up with a new patch to fix it. So yeah, it took a while, but they did it, finally. See, I'm almost sure that I've gone back too far back. Let's use the crystal. Inventory, crystal. Falcom has some great composers, but horrible people to name things.
Oh, yeah. Kathy comes to mind.
Yeah. All of the bad names from East 8. I wonder how much worse they'll get in East 9 and 10.
Laxia, Kathy.
Yeah. Lakey.
Yeah.
The Chamber of Braziers.
I can't get over that. Like, someone legitimately went out of their way to name that. That.
Or at least localize it. I wonder if the names are just. I wonder if the names are actually really cool sounding in Japanese, and it's just the localizers that keep messing it up.
I mean, both can be true.
Yeah. Oh, this might be a new spot. We've gone way too far back. These enemies seem way too easy to kill now. Don't mind exploring when the music's like this, though. I vaguely remember that area. This don't so much. Found a treasure over here.
I mean, I don't know about that one in Arena.
Oh yeah, enemies being present doesn't mean it's a new room or area, because yeah, they respawn as soon as you leave the room. You just gotta judge by how easy they are to kill. Like if they're really difficult to kill, then it might be an area that you're too low leveled for. But if they're like, it might not be the case. But I guess one way to guarantee that that it's a place that is earlier. Yeah, one way to guarantee that it's a place that was earlier is that the enemies feel too easy. Yeah, this isn't the... Falcom aren't the type of developer that will suddenly put a room of easy enemies in a late game position. Nearing the top of the tower. 50,000 now. Wow. Just looking for that manted medallion. So it might actually be at a point where I should have all the blessings or something by now. Might be somewhere in this big-ish room. Nice job, teleport 1 foot to the left. They'll never expect that.
Not at all. Ew. Boing. I feel disappointed that it didn't like the Sonic 2.
Yeah, the Sonic 2 spring noise.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if there ever was a Falcom and Sega crossover. I know there was one, like, they tried to make a Western-style RPG with Sonic to compete with Super Mario RPG, and it turned out disastrous. It was called the Dark Brotherhood Sonic Chronicles.
Oh, yeah. You
It
know,
was
that
made
is
by the-
unfortunate naming.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but anyone playing the Elder Scrolls, and the Dark Brotherhood has been a thing in the Elder Scrolls since 1996.
Funny thing is, they held a contest for like their audience to name the bad guys, and all the other names were worse.
Oh. I feel like a lot of Sonic games, they just lose the point of it all.
Yeah.
It's either bad combat situations where you feel like you're on rails, or the camera's fighting you.
Yeah. Like, I didn't really have that big of a complaint. Like, I feel like the complaint started with the original Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, with apparently people complaining that it felt like you were holding up too much. And the camera was just behind Sonic and the whole game was just holding up. I didn't really have that particular complaint with it. I thought it was fine. Because, like, a lot of the game was just experiencing Sonic going quickly through these areas, and I guess holding up was just part of that. Holding up is really a big part of playing most 3D games, because you can't really see ahead of you if the camera isn't behind you, and if you're moving forward with the camera behind you, that means you're holding up.
I remember playing Sonic and the Secret Rings, which... I mean, that one... It's not perfect.
Yeah, I like Secret Rings.
I liked it.
Because, yeah, it is one of those games where you would be holding up, except that you you accelerate automatically, and you have to do input in order to stop or go back.
And I do kind of like the Mario Party-esque mini-games as well.
I didn't get to play those, but I do have Secret Rings, so maybe I should have a look at them sometime.
Yeah, they have lots of little mini-games.
But yeah, they did 2 games like that, Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight. And those were some pretty good games.
Yeah. Like, it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. But I feel like I got more enjoyment out of that than I did Sonic Heroes, personally.
Yeah. I did like Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes. I consider Heroes effectively Sonic Adventure 3. because it's so... It follows the same formula, except that now you control 3 characters instead of 1.
I feel like it was a little too slippery for me in my... Just for me, personally.
Yeah.
But I did like the music, at least.
I could really only get into the hero story. Well, hero and dark stories. The other 2, I don't think I ever finished. Yeah, the music was real good, too. I liked Secret Ring's music, especially. But Hero's music was pretty good. Adventure 2 had some memorable tunes. I really liked, I think it was Metal Harbor. The one where you have to jump onto a rocket that's taking off right at the end.
Yeah.
I think that was the only one that I could consistently get, like the high scores, the I think an A grade. Yeah.
And you can't forget to escape on, what was it, the first one?
Yeah, of course. It was the second one, where he starts by jumping out of a plane, tearing off a piece of the wing, and using it to skyboard down to the ground.
Final Release was really good too.
Yeah, I didn't get to play that one, but I heard that it had like basically Dynasty Warriors style combat. And I mean, I like Musou Warriors games, so like if Sega's adopted that style of combat for the Sonic series, I wouldn't have any complaints.
Yeah. In terms of a Sonic game, I wonder, since the Genesis Online has Sonic 2, that might be something to play online.
Yeah. I will add that, actually.
Maybe best to do it side by side, though, rather than split screen.
Yeah. Probably one screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as we did with Gunstar Heroes. I'm a little surprised that they have Phantasy Star 4 on there, but not 2. Like, it's not multiplayer, but it is a really good, like, timeless RPG. It's got that manga style.
I'm surprised they haven't had Vector Man to the list.
I thought they did.
I don't think
I'll
they
have to
did.
double check it.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I've seen Vector Man there yet.
They did put Comic Zone there, which I'm glad they didn't forget about Comic Zone. It's a very rough beat 'em up, but it's the only one of its kind. Fighting in the pages of a comic book.
Yeah.
I still remember the commercial for that too, where like it's a family sitting down to dinner, and the mother is like, "Behold the roast beast," and it's just a chicken. Like the whole family is getting into the superhero or dark comics kind of style, and talking like they're in a science fiction universe. Were Hedgehog. Yeah, I remember some game magazines talking about how technically it's Hog Wolf and not Werehog or something like that. Or Hedge Wolf. Because yeah, the were part of werewolf means man, means human. Okay, I am stumped as to where this Mantis medallion is. Maybe I should go back to the base and get my weapon upgraded. They might have a clue. Oh, right, I can ask someone too. Magic item from East, designed for long-distance communication. Can be used to speak with Eolia. Hey, Eolia! Can you help me out here? The rest of us are Cadena and Lady Peanut. I may be able to help in some way. Don't lose hope. Maybe we'll figure this out. Alright, so that was precisely 0% helpful. Hedgewolf does sound cooler. Temper weapon.
Hedgehogs are adorable in real life, but oh my gosh, the spines.
There are porcupines in one of our parks in this city, and if you go out just at the right time, you might be able to see them wandering around.
Scary thing is, okay, so porcupines, you know how like in cartoons or whatnot, they'll show the porcupines shooting out their quills?
Yeah.
they don't do that in real life. They
yeah.
run backwards as fast as they do forward.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like usually when I used to bike through Nose Hill Park or walk through it even, if I caught a porcupine, it was always retreating. It was always like it'd always retreat a little bit, and I'd keep walking. Like I would stay on the path because they have like paved paths. So I would stay on the path, and they would just they would move forward and a little bit off the path, forward and a little bit off the path. So I wouldn't have to slow down or anything. They would just keep retreating and just gradually going off the path.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very, they won't approach you, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember once I saw like a baby porcupine right on the bike path, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to move him off of the way because I might get my scent on him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was all just curled up and just kind of staying there.
No. There is an animal rescue that near a beach that I've gone to, and one of the critters that they have is a porcupine there. Its mother abandoned it. The city of Houston originally had it as one of their things, and then they gave it to this one shelter, and it has a nice little home. It's got a little turtle buddy.
Oh, okay.
And then they sell some of the quills that, they drop.
Drop off, yeah.
Yeah.
So I spent another 80,000, so let's see, 120. I want to aim for, I guess, 20,000, but then over 100,000 and then 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, crystal up to the top. Find the stone dudes. Some porcupines have little hooks on the ends of the quills, the ones without little hooks are nice porcupines. Oh yeah, the hooks keep the quills inside you.
Yep.
And they make them hurt if you try to pull them out.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think I want to find... So the black pearl might be to uncurse the stone soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably not the way to go. Can I look at the item? There it is. A mock-up of her, not as powerful, but still emits tremendous energy. Also, I want to get over there somehow. Oh, that's how. And it's nothing special getting over here.
Yep.
Whoa!
Ooh.
I didn't know where it was there.
Whoop.
It's a good thing this is right above that.
Mm-hmm.
Fire pillar. Yeah, you got yourself a wind, a sort of air dash, a wind frisbee air dash,
Yeah.
an aerobee air dash, and a phoenix that could shoot out of your sword, and then yeah, this lightning pillar kind of deal.
Mhm.
See, I saw the soldiers that were turned to stone, but I don't remember where they were. Still got a level up in the process.
Mhm.
Winsby. Kinda like the Prinky. The pink Prinny.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me of this one meme that kind of went out where it was supposed to be the word cannabis and the word marijuana sort of with staggered lettering, but it came out reading like Calcanoa boils.
That's like something someone would come up with when they've had too much of the other.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, it was alcohol and cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah. Cannabis and marijuana are the same thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, the principle still stands.
Yeah.
Somebody has been partying too hard.
Yeah. Frizzwind. Oh right, I don't use these to warp, I use this.
On an unrelated note, looking at the episode guide for Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Uh-huh.
tomorrow night it has a decent episode, one of the worst episodes by default, and one of the best episodes.
Huh.
So, it's gonna be fun.
Alright. See, okay.
I mean,
definitely
it's
wasn't
not
back here. What we're looking
bad.
for.
By default. I mean, I didn't hate it really, to be honest.
Alright.
It's just more of a by default kind of situation.
I saw a thing about stereotypes in a video essay about stereotypes in our TV shows and stuff. It was mostly about Dan Schneider shows, but it touched a bit on James Cameron's Avatar and how indigenous people were portrayed in that. Or like how despite there being like blue-skinned aliens, it's meant to represent indigenous peoples.
Mm-hmm. And then, I think the worst episode in the series was when Toph has her adventure with Zuko, but everyone else is. I do feel sorry. Toph got shafted to the side. Like, everyone had some character development with Zuko, and yeah, she got brushed aside. But it's okay, because she is the Melon Lord.
Melon?
You'll see it much later.
Alright.
Much later. But I'll also point out later in the episode, you know the reference where everyone's singing about the secret tunnel? Secret tunnel, secret tunnel. That kind of thing. That's a reference to this show.
Alright. Alright, on the lookout for some dudes turned to statues. I think they'll be on this floor somewhere.
Yep, I've seen the entire series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We are still on season 1, and I just realized that George Takei played one of the wardens yesterday. I'm like, wait a second.
Oh, yeah, I'm currently watching it. Slowly. For the longest time, I wasn't particularly interested in it because, like, I was hanging out with the local anime group, and they would always, like, jokingly say that Avatar: The Last Airbender is their favorite anime. So I took that to mean that they hated it, and they're just calling it anime because people who watch it call it anime.
Yeah. A lot of people consider it either anime, or there was a lot of people, especially who didn't understand what anime was, say, oh, it's an anime. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely anime style.
Yeah, well, I'd still call it cartoon style, mainly because the mouth movements match what they're saying, and most of the time in anime they kind of don't. Like, in anime they'll have like 3 mouth poses for speaking, whereas in Avatar: The Last Airbender they have the mouths match what they're saying. Okay, this is the way to the boss.
Although, to be honest, with this kind of logic with where it's made, technically a lot of cartoons are Korean made.
Yeah, and a lot of cartoons are Korean made, and a lot of what we call anime is made in like France.
Yeah. Well, so many French-inspired anime as well. Oban Star Racers, Code Lyoko, Totally Spies.
Oh, yeah, they would say, in the same way that they would say that Avatar is their favorite anime, they would also say Totally Spies.
Oh. There was just a wave of that in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
early
I mean,
mid-2000s.
Anime was super popular around then. Popular and trendy and everything, so if you weren't doing something at least anime style, your cartoon probably wasn't going to get any attention.
I think one of my favorites of like that specific type of animation. It was definitely Oban Star Racers. Had a very unique style. Everyone had a Krillin nose. In other words, they didn't have a nose.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. The backgrounds, my gosh, they were pretty.
It's totally Spies, I would say, as a kid's show, a kid's cartoon, because it's very, like, it doesn't feel like something you could really, it doesn't feel like something I could really get into.
There are some questionable moments in it, though.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of instances where where it seems like the cartoonist's kinks, end up being the subject of an episode.
Yes. It's weird. And you know what's weirder, though? They also had a sequel series to it for a brief moment. But with, like, younger characters. I don't remember the premise of it.
I hope they weren't still doing, like, the animators' kinks going through.
I don't think they were. But I don't know.
Yeah, concerning.
Yeah. I think it crept into Martin Mysteries as well, which is another series they did. I have not seen Transformers Prime.
Apparently the whole series, well, not apparently, the whole series is available on YouTube now.
Huh.
Yeah. It's the first bit of Transformers that I've seen in a long time. I went back and investigated the Platinum Transformers game after that. It wasn't Transformers Prime, but it was modeled after the 80s Transformers, but it feels like, I think it was an Activision Blizzard game. It feels like they were really trying to get Platinum to make a gacha game, because every time you finish a mission, you get like a whole bunch of weapons with random properties, and there's some that are like obviously better than others, so it feels like they wanted to structure this game in such a way that they wanted to make the players pay extra to get better weapons, or to get a better chance at a better weapon, that kind of thing. It's a very short game, and there's really not much of an appeal. Like, once you finish the story, there's really not much of an appeal to keep playing. So I get, like, the strong impression that Activision Blizzard wanted Platinum to make this a game where you keep playing the same stages over and over to try and get better weapons, and the better weapons would allow you to take on the higher difficulties, that kind of thing. I think I will have to get this Mantis medallion between episodes, because, yeah, I can't find it. I can't even find the statues that we were looking for before. That we accidentally found halfway through.
Whoops-a-doodle.
Alright, so I'll save here. Yeah, actually, the thing of Transformers that I had seen before Prime was Transformers Beasties, or Transformers Beast Wars, depending on where you watch it. And the only reason I got into that was because it was made by Mainframe Entertainment, who made Reboot.
Side note, speaking of on YouTube, I don't know how legitimate this is, but all of Oban Star Races is on YouTube. But it has, like, the JetX logo, so, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll do my outro now. Thanks for watching, and my text box suddenly disappeared. Make sure to like the video if you like it, and hit that really like button if you really like it, and if you hate it, then share it with your friends so they can hate it too. Also subscribe, because it makes the little button glow all rainbowy sometimes.
Yay.
Have a look at our Patreon link in the description if you want to help us build our game studio, where we'll be making more games similar to those that we enjoy playing here on Livestream. I have a Discord server for Nintendo Switch gamers to find people to play stuff with. I'm writing a C++ Discord bot to help organize events, tournaments, and giveaways. Right now, though, I'm focusing on building a very light Smash-like chat battle system. It's slow going, though. I also have an artist tree account if you'd like some 3D models made or some voice narration for your website or audiobook. Special thanks to Berry Random Butterfly for co-hosting today. Check out her channel linked in the video title. She does some blogging, some thrifting, some painting, and takes commissions for new paintings in both digital and traditional formats. Special thanks also go out to Joshua J. Sloan and Zed Diggity for being my top Patreon supporters of all time so far. I used to do eShop card giveaways, but I think I'll be migrating that to Discord bot functions when I can afford to start those up again. Be sure to participate in the Discord if you want in on that. And our high action block is next. Blue? Yeah, blue high action. And we'll be continuing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, so we'll hope to see you all next time.
Bye!